Hello? Game capture? The game capture is not working.
Try display capture or some shit. Just get.
Okay,
get
there we go.
back up.
It's working now.
This? All right.
Yeah. Apparently, apologies, folks. Apparently, there's something wrong with the restream server. A little bit annoying, but so I'll just let the people in the chat know.
You didn't really miss a lot. AM was a part of a big skirmish on the top lane, but he managed to survive, and now he's getting closer to his Manta, my boys. And you know, when that happens, he's gonna be ready to farm some more and not fight. He's gonna get his basher, I suppose, afterwards, and then fight. It's all fine. It's all fine and dandy. AM, has been spotted, but they can't really go for him, can they? What are they gonna go for, though?
Like, I think the biggest concern is if Red's nearby,
Hello,
right?
Lich. Hello, Seal.
Bye, Seal.
You're never gonna survive.
Uh-oh. Oh,
Unless you go
we'll blink
a
away
little bit
sometime.
crazy.
458 is hungry for something.
Lich actually looks like Seal a little bit somehow. I don't know why.
What kind of seals do you have in Bosnia?
We don't have one. Australia has one. I think he's an Aussie, isn't he? Seal? Is he an Aussie? Top lane?
No, they're all,
Zember
they're,
an Aussie.
they're all
Ember is dead.
Vietnamese. And yes, Gabby is most definitely dead. Big kill for that, BB. His biggest contender in this late game scenario. Fight going on the bot lane. Going to move him right now. Seal getting pretty low. Will go down. Frost Shield allows him to chase forward. Red needs to move away though. Supernova goes down. The last two coming out. They want to make sure that BB can end this. The stun is going to be there onto him. Can they get it in time? Yes. Supernova goes pop, and now the RP comes out. Cuckoo a little bit late with it, but finally it's going to be there. They allow themselves to kill the slot. Looking for more. AM's going to be low, but not low enough to kill him off. He stays alive. He'll get out. Armel fighting up against Free, though. They're pummeling into him. Since the game blocks him on the spot, he can't move away from this, and he knows it. He's just trying for a kill on the Seal, and he will get it. For going to his early grave himself.
I mean, overall, this is a massive fight for 4-9. Yeah, you did buy back the Lich, but that's the only buyback you invested in, and Antimate survives with a sliver of his HP, blinks out, which is amazing for him. If AM died, I think it's kind of evenish, but AM surviving there is just massive for 496. Also, they do have the level 2 egg, but they didn't really use the RP there properly to save it. They were really good about curing people and saving that egg from dying so far, but not in the last fight, and that cost them so much. If that egg survives, the fight is completely different, 100%. And Gabi on the bottom lane should be a bit careful, because there is a Night Stalker lurking about.
But no easy way to reach. It's the problem. It's not like you've got a blink dagger or something. Actually, he's got it queued up. I was going to say I wouldn't mind seeing a blink. Maybe even before the Vlads
Blink
in this
on
game.
Night Stalker is awesome. It's an awesome pickup right now, because you have a constant AoE silence after a blink, so it's really good.
There's so many good targets as well. Not just the Ember, but the Oracle or the Phoenix. Looks like TNC... What is this move right now? There's no tower down here. They just push for the tier 2. They must be.
Yeah, they can go for the tier 2. I don't think that 496 is gonna respond in any major way, like going to a rush. They don't really have the damage for Roshan. I think they're just satisfied with waiting for their BKBs too. Once those BKBs are up, like they already have one on Night Stalker, another one is gonna be picked up on Slark. They're just gonna look at hitting the attack with BKBs. So as long as RP isn't there, they're gonna be super fine with handling that tag. And after you handle that tag, honestly, you can handle all of them.
Gonna need to. TNC, they are a little bit behind in terms of net worth, but people are keeping relatively even. And it's this Magnus and power. It just allows all of their cores to farm so rapidly. And then there is that question as a matter of that. If you go too late here, does it just favor TNC?
Oh, they jumped the
This
Lich.
kill's gonna find Seal first. Easy pick off, and then get the D-ward as well.
He needs to go a little bit crazy, Pigeon, you know?
Yeah, a little bit bonkers.
Yeah. I can see that you have no clue what I'm talking about, but he needs to go a bit crazy anyway, for everyone in the chat that understands.
I thought you were
And
going
Oracle,
for maybe a
EU?
Beyonce song for a second there.
Nah,
No? No Beyonce?
nah, not Beyonce, sadly. You can see that they're just covering this Rosh pit right now.
Hey, you? A little bit of trouble. They're trying to cover him in blood and death, but it's his own blood. False promise on himself to keep himself alive. The BKB was activated by 458, so they can't do anything about him. Gonna try and room. There's Supernova coming out right now. Now the BKB's being activated. Armel going forward. Stun them on the spot. They should be able to find a kill, but Red does get the BKB off and moves away just in time.
They can turn this.
Around.
They can go in.
The skewer's going to come in right on the tap BB, but now Cuckoo has to throw out the RP on just the anti-mage alone. The Sunray through doing a lot of damage, but moving in. Red will silence them up. Phoenix trying to move away, but be pounced on too. The last two coming out in the meantime. Or the Armel locks him in the spot next to the creep wave with the use of the Chain Frost bouncing around doing a lot of work. Yacy stays alive, but barely. Buyback does come out with Phoenix trying to move forward. There's a slight fist. We'll get the kill in the Batrider. But that will be all they get out of this.
I expected 496 to get much more out of it. They did force a buyback from Phoenix, and honestly, they have a lot of stacks on Slark, a lot of essence shifts, so they can continue fighting if they decide to, but they have no BKBs up, so I guess because of that, they opt not to. Overall, if you are TNC, you need to use that tag in a better way. That was way too passive of a usage and didn't really account to anything, as both the Night Stalker and the Slark got away.
Yeah,
that's Slark's actually on the hunt again. He has his stacks, he wants to use them. You can see it.
It was quite the stretch the way they threw out the egg. I think you're right, it was too passive. The Night Stalker was the only real one close to being corn. He was on the edge.
Yeah.
I guess you could make the argument these big BKB charges are at least being forced out of 496. And they haven't taken too much of the map yet.
Oh, Phoenix.
No, Supernova of 25, he doesn't want to rush.
And he saw him on the uphill, he has that ward. So
Armel will lead the way. He has BKB.
But you can see that this game is anyone's right now. It can go either way. I could even argue that 496 have it easier a bit at the moment. Like their whole team fight is much easier, as they just have to rely on baiting out that tag and getting out and then resetting. And they can definitely do that, especially during the night. During the day it's a bit more difficult for Night Stalker, but during the night they can definitely do it. Anti-Mage with that Vanguard is getting Basher too, so...
Yeah, he's looking for the lockdown. I was going to say, all in all, the way that 496 have been playing has been correct. They've been playing around that nighttime, effectively around Night Stalker. That's what's allowed them to be in this position, right? Like, we kind of highlight this hero. Not many people think about it at the moment because it feels ridiculous with the kind of nerfs, indirect nerfs / tweaks with the nighttime duration to this hero. But there is a lot of threat potential. I think the reason I like that Midas so much on this type of hero is just how powerful Dark Ascension is if you can get an extra level in it quickly.
It's amazing. It's amazing. And Slark is, look at how deep he is. This guy is stronger than Bear, not afraid of anything.
I mean, who's gonna stop him right now?
I'm gonna stop with memes from 2000.
Yeah, this is...
this is getting out of control.
Are we just going back to Putin riding bears next? Like, where are we going with this? Let's try some new generation memes here, Liz.
Alright, Phoenix though in. It scared them a bit, but this is an issue though. When you use that dive that way, that dive has actually one of the longest cooldowns on level 1, and it remains 36 seconds. So you can't really dive again. And you can see that they're smoked up. They want to bounce, they want to strike. They know there's no repositioning tools for Phoenix. And if they rotate around them and they jump on someone like a Magnus, it could be massive for them. You need to find the Oracle too, though.
Yeah, that's always the issue. You can't just lasso someone because that false promise.
Yeah, you need to find the Oracle. And you can see the Bat. He's in good position.
But the last fight went so well as they forced out the false promise first of all. Now they're trying to jump in. DK's in. Armel goes to the golden seal. They're trying for a backstab behind. They're looking at the Oracle. They're able to find him. They get Tims in the meantime. Now chasing through. AU does have to use the false promise on himself. Gabby standing his ground. BKB activate. They stun up on the DAP BB. Jab Dance needs to move away. RP drags him back in. Says, where you going, Slark? You die alongside the AM. They try and get him out, but it's too late. DAP BB goes down. Red with the BKB trying to run away. He cuts across the trees due to the Dark Ascension. Can they pursue this? They can try and move with the Remnant. 4-star forward as well. And the Searing Chains will lock him down. Night Stalker, he knows this is the end for him. And that might be the road for TNC.
Can I just say that I feel very bad for Batrider and 496, because while you were watching what's happening with the AM on Oracle, I was wondering, AM is jumping the Oracle so that the Bat can catch someone. And that makes a lot of sense. That's how you usually play these team fights out. However, Bat wasn't catching anyone. He has travels and drums, and I'm like, Bat, what are you doing? Why aren't you? And then I click on Bat, and I see that he's stuck between trees. He used his Firefly, he got stuck on a cliff. He couldn't get out. He had to travel back to tier 1 mid. That's basically one of the main reasons they lost that fight. Anti-Mage was controlling the Oracle really well, but they had absolutely no control afterwards. That was just, oh, so sad for 496 actually.
A little bit depressing. I mean, I was definitely focused on that because that's the key, right? They had the right move. You get that Oracle to put a false promise on himself.
It's the right move if you have follow-up, but there was no follow-up because the follow-up was stuck behind trees on some cliff.
They just, they're like, all right, we got the Oracle to use the ult. Yacy? Yacy? Where are you, Yacy? I'm, be there soon, guys. TP on cooldown. Blink on cooldown. No, that's what you do. You do the sing method. Blink on cooldown. You don't have a blink on cooldown.
Very unfortunate for them, honestly, because I thought that they were taking I mean, they are the underdogs in this matchup, and
they were looking good.
They were looking good with this draft of theirs, and now it's a bit harder for them. I think they're still looking all right, though. Oh, Lich barely survives. Ember was afraid. He knows that if it takes him a bit too much time to kill him, there's a threat of Bat, a threat of Night Stalker, so he opts not to go.
And he just regroups with his team in the bot lane. They're pushing again. They have all their big armors on the side of TNC.
They have an AC, this Dragonite with Empower, and the items that he has, he's massive. He hits so hard.
Pretty spooky. They're not going to rush towards the high ground, though. Want to try and poke and prod. Maybe go top, push that out, take the tier 2, and then you have access to the entirety of 496's base if they make one mistake.
Yeah, getting a pick off first will definitely be beneficial for them. Pushing high ground. So why is pushing high ground so difficult? Mainly it's because of vision that the enemy team gets. As it's always easier for them to see exactly where you are as you're forcing yourself uphill. And Bat is one of those heroes that benefits the most from vision and info. So going uphill versus Bat has always been difficult. However, this Bat has been caught.
If he's the entrance kill, it's not so difficult. They're going to try and move him now. See him chains locked in place. BKB activated. Lasso dragging in Armel. He does have a BKB zone, but he's locked on the spot. The Sinister Gaze. Going to try and move away with the BKB. There's Supernova going down. That BB goes in, finds a kill. Can they get rid of the egg in time? It's going to be close. The RP still a little bit too late. No, Cuckoo bluffs it in the end. Gabby trying to move away with BKB still active. Armel, though, he won't be so lucky. He's going to be left behind. Cuckoo's been found as well. No skewer, no way out, and a Midas off cooldown. Gabby being pursued. They should be able to see him. That BB wants to get close enough to try for a bash. Gabby has to go across the Remnant. 458 waiting. That should be a cleanup. TNC, only one is alive after this, and that'll be the Oracle. Aegis down.
Oracle isn't alive.
And his head. Yeah, well, that's my point. He's alive now, but it was a complete wipe.
One of the, so what happened there? Let me just analyze this fight for you boys a little bit. So basically, the jump on Bat was good, but Oracle wasn't close enough, and because of that, he couldn't reach with his ultimate once DK got ulted, once DK got lassoed. And that's one of the reasons why I love Atrolance on Oracle so much. If he had Atrolance there, it's an easiest ulti of his life. But he was just slightly out of position there, slightly far behind the DK. And because of that, they lose that complete fight, even though they had Aegis. And this series are looking even-ish again, at least.
It's looking a little bit rough. There'll be a buyback coming up from Gabby. And, well, he will get in power as soon as Cuckoo's up. I don't know if 496 have to back away per se, though, considering they saw the RP use. They're going to anyway, just to be safe, but I think that could have been condemning for TNC because the RP got used in the way that it did. Because that was after the fact. That was after a point where it would matter that you stun someone, right? Usually we do see teams punish a lot harder when these big ultimates get committed in an inefficient way.
Honestly, having DK so deep in with the lasso, oh, bottom lane.
Oh no, they found Gabby. Out split pushing apparently, and pays the price.
Yeah, he was spotted by that ward that sees the river, and with the Abyssal, it's so easy to catch him and kill him off.
Interesting area to focus. I guess his expectation was that 496 was still playing around the top side of the map, but not the case. They want to come to the bot side where they can get the tier 1, the tier 2. They're pushed in on the mid as well. Double catapult wave. Damage could be done here as well. They have got the big combos, but they know there's no buyback on the Ember is the problem.
They can definitely go. how much can this DK do alone? That's the question.
He's going to try something. Dragon Tail comes out and Slark drags him in. There's the last two, though, trying to drag them across. Silent stop. Phoenix can't do anything. On the back line, go for Oracle as well. They stack them together. False Promise comes out. Will keep Tim's alive for the time being. Throws out the Supernova, but he knows it's too little too late. The RP's way too late from Cuckoo. Comes out finally. Slark's down, though. It might be enough. Anti-Mage. He's still stunned up. He can't move away.
Dead.
He's going to go down. It's going to be a double kill for Armel. And the Dragon holds. Cuckoo pursuing for more. Maybe he can find something. He's got the skewer in 5 seconds. They're going to try and turn around.
Here's the dragon, you
trying
fools.
to actually
He's
help
the dragon.
out. The soaring coming out from Tim's. Not doing too much. Cuckoo just being zoned away. Has the skewer. Will go deep. They look on the seal. They can't quite find him. But that's going to be a triple kill for Armel. And despite how messy everything looked in that base fight, they hold.
Man, they don't respect the dragon, they lose the fight. It's as simple as that. You have to respect Armel's Dragonite. He's level 25, he has plus 1.75 seconds Dragon Tail. If he stuns you with that tail of his, you're not waking up. Like, you're just gonna...
It's a very long slumber.
Yeah, you're gonna be teleported back to your fountain. That's what's gonna happen. So,
You
overall...
can understand that, right? Like,
It's-
496's aggression was warranted because of that egg.
Yeah, that egg baited them in as well. I was thinking, like, when you're playing Phoenix, sometimes you can dive out and use that. Like, he could have waited a second longer. He could have used his dive to dive out a bit further and then use his egg. But he decided not to. He decided to use his egg instantly there. And I was like, alright, is he gonna be able to bait them long enough so that they can turn this fight? And he was. He baited them long enough. They were hitting the egg. He took all the aggression onto himself. It's like a taunt. That egg is like a taunt, honestly.
You're a pseudo axe.
Yeah.
I think it was he was trying to skirt the line as well. It looked like he may have waited too long the false promise, because I think that egg might have popped by itself due to him dying at the end of the false promise. But it would have been close either way. They didn't want to risk it. As a result, the big armors will be up next time 496 want to fight again, and they got nothing out of that. They chipped away at the towers a little bit. Yes, the tier 3 top is almost down, but you still can't touch those shrines.
It was still a fight in a really bad position for 496. Like, diving that deep in, it's very hard. If they fight somewhere else across the map, they can still take a fight or two. This Phoenix is slowly getting his level 18 as well, so he's gonna have level 3 egg. Oracle with the 120 gold per minute is finding some items. He's gonna have Glimmer Cape, Magnus, BKB, Lincoln soon.
You think
Ember,
this is where
only level 22 though.
Do you think this is where the voice of reason comes in? You need someone who's just calm with 496 saying, focus objectives, don't die, because they are out for blood. You can see it by the way they're playing.
I think you have to be out for blood. You can't just go for objectives versus this team. It's so difficult. You need these pickoffs. You need Anti-Mage to jump that Oracle. You need Bat to jump someone else, and then afterwards you clean up. Because if you try to just go for objectives of TNC, they're gonna be ready and waiting. They're gonna be positioned properly, and then you're not gonna find those openings that you can find somewhere else on the map. So you need to be hunting, and they've smoked up, and they're gonna hunt.
See if it can net them anything. Roche will respawn in 5 seconds, so 496 definitely need an entrance kill if they want to go do that. Up right now. Who leads in? Yacy does have his Blink Dagger now. Armel with the perfect entrance. They can't afford to be stunned for that long by him. Activate the nighttime and go, but Armel going in with his BKB activated is going to stun with Yacy. When do you get a chance to last two? The Supernova goes down as well. Red going to work on the egg, but he needs some help with it. That BB going to move across with the RP comes out. They can't move away. They're stunned on the spot. Red is going to burn up alongside that BB, who will blink away. BKB lasting long enough, but that was not the fight they wanted. They brought back on the Batrider, but he can't even get his gem. He can't even do anything. That 5-second stun causing a lot of pain for the side of 496 right now. Armel playing out of his mind to make sure TNC can have a lead in this game. Question is,
Maybe December. Oh, very quick.
Oh, they won't be able to find him. He moves back just in time.
There's a BKB on Phoenix now too, by the way. A very interesting pickup. I don't really see BKBs on Phoenixes that often, unless it's for...
Oh, they're getting on Armel here. He doesn't have his BKB for 10 seconds. Sistergaze will lock him in. Lassie drags him even deeper. And Dragon Knight's going to be left behind. They can't do anything to help him.
I'm sorry, sir, but what was that? Oracle was in the base. Ember was in their base. Why does he go uphill like that?
It's a
Instantly
very
got
confusing
punished.
matter.
They're chasing for more.
They're going to find it. Tim's protected, though. The false promise comes out to ensure he can move away quickly. The gem does reveal him from... Or does it? They haven't actually picked up another gem. They're still hoping they can get that one back from Tim's. But they're in Roche, as you say. And there's no point buying back because there's no RP for 40. You can't stop this happening.
You have... Yeah. Elder Dragon form in 15 seconds. And you can't stop it, indeed. So they're gonna have to fight versus Aegis and Cheese next fight. That there by Dragonite. I don't know what the hell that was. That's not really great.
Maybe he thought it was on Radiant's side and he was just going to farm his ancient. I honestly, I agree. I don't see the logic in that move. I mean, guess you want to see the pit. But...
Especially considering Roche is about to spawn, you know.
Very odd choice as a result. Side 496 pick themselves up in Aegis. Animage has 2 lives to work with. He's getting pretty scary at this point. Still has those BKB charges pretty high up. Only using 1 so far. They go in. BK up in 25 seconds. They're trying to delay this. They might have to just give over a set of racks. Oh, jump in though. Going on Tim's. BKB comes out. False promise as well. Maybe used a little bit preemptively. But 2 reserve maybe. Abyssal now coming out. Going on to Cuckoo. Trying to burn through him quickly. Mana Void there. And the last 2 as well. They've got it. Magnus can't escape from this. Does have the buyback. I have to commit it. But
another side.
That should be it. 496 will move out of the base. They can't take the 3rd set. As there's still a tier 2 sitting in the bot lane.
Dragonite is up. And Magnus does have that buyback to work with if they pressure any longer. But man, this game, with that one Dragonite, that honestly just went out of control of TNC again. TNC are making it much harder on themselves this match. Like, they do some brilliant stuff, and then they just go full YOLO, full crazy mode, and throw it away a bit.
We'll just have a look at the charts. You can see for yourself right now, we're basically turning into a heart scanner, right? Just hear the beeps already. Up, down, all around. Where will it end? No one knows.
Another pause. All right.
No toilet breaks this time. Someone's actually disconnected.
TNC aren't really hurrying them up this time around.
No, they want some time to think about what they can do next. Most likely, anyway. If they didn't actually get that pick off them onto Magnus, 496 probably don't go for the 2nd set of racks. It's that small mistake. 2, like that's the minor thing. Armel's mistake around the mid is still the biggest thing that's happened in the last several minutes.
That's most likely the biggest mistake of the game so far, yeah. But it happens. Maybe he had something in his mind. Maybe he thought Slark isn't gonna be around. Maybe he thought he's gonna catch someone. Maybe he thought Oracle was behind him. I don't know what he was thinking, but it didn't work.
Oh, it's
what I've been waiting for.
I'm pretty sure this is just a standard excuse for any reason now. And every SEA team... Does every SEA team just say this? Chat will probably last now.
What's wrong, man? Like,
Toilet. It's toilet.
Yeah, but don't you have to go to toilet every now and then as well?
I mean, yeah, but you do that before or after a game. You don't do that in the game.
Yeah, but it's intense for them, you know? They're
well, I mean, if you're doing it in the game, then you might find your opponents very scary, I guess. I don't know.
They're super stressed out, and...
I just need to relieve that stress.
Yeah.
By apparently, I don't know. One number 2. I'm not sure that's how... I'm not sure that's how I'd relieve the stress in that scenario. I might just, I don't care that it's an official game. Well, I'd probably just have myself a vodka shot or something. Just get that edge off. Maybe that's what this is. Maybe, Liz, this is a shots game. Every time one team makes an awkward mistake, they pause the game. Everyone just pours himself a shot. They crunk one down the throat. They go next.
And died with honor.
It is a possibility. I don't know. It doesn't sound like they are not Slavs. They're SEA, but close enough, I suppose.
I hear some of those SEA boys can drink with the best of them, so don't underestimate.
Haven't heard that before. I need to go to SEA and test that.
We both need to go to SEA.
It's definitely worthy.
Go to SEA, be a relevant captain, do the EE experience. Go on. Lead a team of all-stars, Liz. You can do it. Show them the European ways of Dotaing.
Anti-Mage with level 25 took 25% counter spell magic resistance, which is pretty good. Slark with his 25 took plus 80 seconds of essence shift duration. Not really surprising.
I feel like there's got to be a high percentage of people taking the essence shift. It just feels so much better than 1 extra second of Shadow Dance.
Yeah, on the other side, did we talk about Dragon Knight? We already saw.
Dragon Knight. Almost time for the level 25 on Cuckoo as well, which
I think he's taking the Sleight of Fist charges, considering he has Ember Magnus with him.
Yeah, no, I imagine Cuckoo's going to take the Empower because of that. Don't get me wrong, the reverse Polarity would be pretty good, but you've already got a long stun from the DK, which should be long enough to kill off either the Slark or the AM.
I'm not certain what he's gonna go for, honestly. I like on 25 of Magnus, I really can't say. 1 second versus heroes such as AM and Slark can mean the game for you. You can win a game in that 1 second if you manage to control them a bit longer to just kill them off, as they're very elusive. So, but 20% again, maybe you're gonna kill them off faster if you have that 20%. So it works both ways.
There's interesting overlay potential as well, right? Because level 20 is approaching for the Phoenix. In fact, stupidly close to it. You could go for the Supernova stun duration, which most of the time we see the dive, but with this kind of the setup, could you see the potential in the Nova?
It's not a bad talent, but people still go for the 1400 Icarus dive cast range, as it's just so massive. It's so good. But the stun duration from the egg isn't that bad either, yeah.
Look how split up 496 are. They are not giving any opportunity for a big element to come in. That BB. What's the blink away, though? It's the power of the Searing Chains. Quite a worrisome spell. Lasts a long time when it's maxed out.
He actually took the stun duration, so...
Jumping
Slark,
in. Stun comes out in a Slark. He's going to be able to pounce away. Did have the Dark Pack just in time. And that frees up time for Animage to go back in and take that Melee Rax.
They're 2 sides down now. Aegis is 40 seconds still to be respawned, reclaimed.
458
so they have 40
is
seconds, yeah.
Shopping, killing. What's the plan? Oh, a little bit of switcheroon. Oh, BKB coming out. 458 moving in. There's going to be a stun on RML. He has to activate his BKB to move away, but he refuses to do so. The Supernova goes down. Moving in. Not dealing with the egg right now, though. They're just trying to move away from it. Being zoned away. Dat BB does get stunned near the edge, and they need to be careful, actually. No mana on the DK, though. They can't do too much to him. They're going to lock him in the spot. They'll be able to get rid of the Aegis. Gabby with the BKB activated is going to be fine. Armel protected by the false promise in the meantime. Pounce away coming in, but there's the last who drags the Dragon Knight out of his base. BKB activated. Dat BB trying to send them away. Red going even deeper with his own BKB again now. And avoid not enough to kill off Armel. Will stay alive, but barely. Chasing on the Tims. He should fall, even with the BKB activated. Skewer tries to get him into the fountain, but it's not close enough. Red still locked on the spot. Should die here, but moving away. And they didn't finish the kill. Gonna try and get him the Sunray. There's a Sleight of Fist. We'll get it.
They got him. They bought back who? Just the Tims? Yeah,
it was just Tims. They did get the tier 3 tower, but they keep the racks alive. So TNC, things could have went worse.
On the other side, did someone buy back? Let's see. No?
No one at all. It was the Aegis being expended. It was a big deal.
Aegis was like 20 seconds short of...
This will coming out. Cuckoo. He needs to get away. 4 staff just in time, but he has no mana for the skewer. Flipper Cape will keep him alive, though.
They're really lacking in the detection department on the side of 496. Like, their carries are jumping in super deep, but no one follows up with a Dust or a Sentry. And because of that, they lose some very crucial kills, like an Oracle kill with that Glimmer Cape. He's been saved by the Glimmer so many times so far, it shouldn't be happening.
I kind of wonder if Cuckoo might have been better served by an Aeon Disc compared to a BKB this game, because it just feels like so often he's stunned and then out of mana completely before he can activate BKB.
The BKB is alright, I think. It's fine. Aeon Disc would be alright too, but BKB is kind of safer, earlier option to get, I guess.
That's true. It does allow you to actually be present in the fight more. I think the one that we're more curious about, like you mentioned earlier, is whether the BKB on Tims is better than Aeon Disc.
I think like on Tims, Aeon Disc earlier would have been better, actually. Oh, he just disappeared.
That's a DD slot. You just more or less to him. I guess I can understand from the perspective that you're up against that AoE silence though, right? So Aeon Disc wouldn't save you there. But Cuckoo, trying to move away. 4 staffs going in though. Lasso comes out, and that's not a hero. That's a creep. There's the RP trying to protect the egg, but it's too late. 458 gets in just in time. Perfectly times the Dark Pack now, trying to move away the Glimmer Cape. False promise to protect. AU not going to be protecting himself though. Dat BB will run it through. Gabby standing his ground, but BKB won't last long. It's going to be silenced up and can't move away. They'll run him through and kill him off. Buyback comes out. Armel standing his ground. No BKB to work with. He will go down. That PB pursuing for more. Buybacks do come out. Gabby needs to be very careful here. Can't afford to go down, but they're past their racks. They will go down. They're going to clip up. 458 moves in. Abyssal coming out on Armel. Down to half HP. Just melts so quick. Going to jump for more. The silence locking him in place. And GG comes out. They know it's over. TNC, they can't win this game. The score's going to be 1-1.
Nice. We actually are going to have a decent best of 3 remaining. And honestly, this game was very weird. Like, the drafts were awkward, especially the 496's draft, but they made it work. And exactly what we were talking about during the drafting stage, like, is this star going to be able to create space coming from his laning stage? And he was good enough. They sent him mid versus the Dragonite, and I think that was the moment of brilliance for them. It created so much space for that AM. I don't want to take anything away from TNC, though. Honestly, they played all right. They did pressure this super greedy lineup of 496's gaming. And if that Dragonite does not die there on that shrine, if they manage to take that Aegis for themselves, I think it's a completely different game. I think like they would then have to use that RP versus 1 life instead of 4, like Aegis and Cheese, right? You have to kill them both twice, more or less. So 496 Gaming, they do come on top, but I don't know if this draft is going to work again versus TNC. Next time TNC sees this, I think they're going to adapt. Like, this is like one of those, it's not really cheesy drafts, but it's something that you don't really expect. They went all into the late game and somehow they got to it. So I don't know, props to 496 Gaming. They did really well.
To see if they can keep replicating these sort of actions. As you said, might not work again. They might just have to turn things around, come up with a new strategy in the next game. But, you know, in the end, guys, that disconnect maybe did matter. This was an interesting game for the first one of the series for us to watch. Now, you can go watch it later on after we finish the series on Dota TV. Just make sure that, you know, you don't stream it, or we might have to ban you. But in the meantime, we're going to add in some ads from ESL, go to a short break, and then be back with Game 2, but technically Game 3 because the score is 1-1.